Hey girls, Maria Menounos here, author of the Every Girl's Guide to Life. Want to know my best tips and secrets for organization, travel, weight loss, beauty, fashion, and everything else in between? Go to bing.com/Maria and pick up my new book, The Every Girl's Guide to Life.
You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Team Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for Dancing with the Stars. Tonight's host is Maria Kanellis. Joining Maria will be AFTERBUZZ TV co-hosts Courtney, Stewart, and Ed Boland. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all of the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, Maria Kanellis.
Wow, what a fabulous intro.
I know, Jesse.
DJ Jesse did a good
Doing
job.
such a good job in the booth, man.
It's very sexy.
Thank you.
Like
So
how
Richard
you
is
love
a
it.
little sick, so.
Oh, Richard.
I didn't think it was
better.
sexy. I didn't,
Yes, you did, Ed. Cut it out.
did.
No, I didn't actually.
Well, that's all right. So
But I thought you did a good job, though.
Yeah, really good job. Maria's book's out today.
It's out today.
Today. So it's here, and hopefully women will educate themselves on all kinds of fun stuff. And there's even like fake eyelashes, like
How to
tips
put your
for that.
eyelashes in, what to do in your bathroom. The best one I love is the steamer instead of an iron because I hate ironing.
Yeah.
And if you have the stand-up steamer, it's amazing. And she tells you all about it in the book.
Tells you about that. Girls in love. Lots of fun stuff.
Does the steamer work if the clothing is really,
Yes,
really wrinkled?
if you
Like
have a
really wrinkled?
Good steamer,
Yeah.
you get a real good steamer, it will work.
Yes.
It works on everything.
The steamer they should have used on the
So I gotta
Borgias
buy the
last
book
night,
now.
but that's a completely different story. Yeah, but her book's out, so pick it up.
Pick it
It's
up.
Amazing.
Bookstores, Amazon.com, and
Yeah.
on, I guess,
And
Bing.com. You can,
Bing.
and she's on tour, and she'll
Tour.
be signing for it. And everything.
Yes. So
Check it out. Check it out.
good luck to you and buy her book. So Dance with the Stars,
Yes.
season 5, episode 4,
Classical week.
classical week.
I love classical.
46 people in the orchestra.
Yes, 46-piece orchestra.
And they kept saying the entire time, make sure that the music does not overpower the dancing. And I think that might have happened to some of them, actually.
I think that's probably what they were doing, speaking from experience, right?
Yes,
I got that
definitely.
feeling, yeah.
I think it was. And we lost someone. And I'm sorry. I am really sorry that she's gone. And Wendy and Tony, bye-bye.
We miss you.
But we
Sort
kind of
of.
knew it.
Wait.
We knew it.
Well, actually, I didn't think we knew it. I think she deserved it because
Yeah.
in terms of dancing, she was the worst. But I think that we thought fans would have pulled it through at least one more week.
Yeah.
But-
I think there was 2 or 3 of us last week that said that it was probably going to end up being her.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I really thought the
All
fans...
of us consensed on Sugar Ray last week.
Yeah, I think we thought that he was more
Yes.
Jeopardy.
Okay.
We
It was
thought
Sugar
he
Ray.
would
Now,
be.
now,
Yeah.
no, no, wait a
Sugar
minute,
Ray
'cause
and Wendy. I think that was.
Those were our two.
Yeah, those were our 2.
because you ladies talking about Wendy being gone, you're sweet. That's really, really nice. And I probably would have been sweet just like that and consider it nice had I not seen her be interviewed on, I think, Good Morning America.
Yeah.
And express her own relief and her family's relief and reminding us that she is not a dancer. And basically it made me feel like she didn't want to do it ever, like the entire time. And so given that she said that, I'm now going to say I'm relieved that she's gone. I mean, it was painful. It was difficult to watch. And I'm glad she's gone. I'm glad for her that she's gone.
Yeah. I mean, as she kept saying about her little piggies down there, her feet were hurting her. So it was like, this little piggy went to Dancing with the Stars, and this little piggy was happy to go home.
Yeah.
It was very much, you know, she kind of stated that. But she, I mean, her scores were 17 from 2 weeks ago and 15 from last week. So
Yeah.
Their scores were kind of showing it too, but the performances were great. I love One Republic, and they were performing last week.
Yes,
and
they did a
were
good
so
job.
wonderful.
They did a good job. And
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez, she looked so cute.
She
in
looked
her
cute. I
pink
didn't
dress.
love the songs.
I don't
but
love. I mean, but it's
yeah.
Selena Gomez songs.
It's kind of like poppy, like.
What is that song?
Candy.
I forget what it is.
I don't know.
But it's like I'm human and I'm okay.
Can she
like it was
sing?
very positive and she sang okay. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not
She
like
can sing?
A little too girlish
she's
for me.
no
but,
Whitney
yeah.
Houston before the crack.
Well, Whitney
but-
Houston ain't no Whitney Houston.
Well, that's I obviously said before the crack, but she did all right. She could carry a tune. She sang live. She didn't sing to
I
a
sure
track.
miss Whitney.
Don't we all? We miss the artist formerly known as Whitney.
Okay.
Poor thing.
miss her.
Aw, yeah, I do miss her as well. But Selena Gomez did well.
And she looked beautiful.
She looked gorgeous.
She was adorable.
And we lost Wendy, so we're going into the next week. And Brooke, that dress. Ooh. What was that?
That was the Enchantment Under the Sea dress.
No, that was the trash under the sea that she stayed at the bottom of the ocean dress.
It was like cellophane colored.
What was
gauze.
it supposed to be chiffon? Because it
I
didn't.
think it was chiffon, but it wasn't.
It looked like
to
Wait a
the
minute.
floor.
foil.
I said chiffon. How come you guys didn't say anything? I asked you out
Well,
loud
I
while
don't-
watching the show.
we were-
I don't
Is that
recall.
chiffon?
I was too like
I
astonished.
don't know materials, okay? So that's why I was asking.
I was astonished. I hadn't
man.
processed.
Yeah, that was not.
And did you notice the rings? There was like a monster, like I'm trying to be edgy, silver, like
with that
full
dress?
ring.
And then it was like.
But then she had a pink, my daughter's lollipop ring on the other finger. So it was like this silver and
I'm a
pink,
badass.
and I'm confused. And
but I'm a little girl. I'm a badass. And then that was how the shoulders were on it too.
and then it was like, I don't like breasts, and I'm gonna choke it.
I'm just gonna squash them until they go away. Mommy had boobs and now boobies are gone.
God, I don't understand.
But that was on the top too. It was like, I'm a badass. I'm gonna show you my shoulder. It was like,
confused,
Oh.
poorly tailored.
come on, you're so hot.
And she has 4 kids and the body of
that 21-year-old
amazing, scarily amazing
like
body.
banging body. I want to see that body.
I don't think it's there. The dress. And I decided maybe she's pregnant and not ready to tell anybody yet.
Maybe, but last week I think she was wearing something skin tight. So.
Oh yeah, because in that other week she had the even the hair I
It's
couldn't
like
get with.
tentacles hanging from her shoulders.
What is? I don't know what this is. And the ring and
Wow. It does look a little alien.
Yeah, and then the hair.
and her
and then-
poor breast is.
It's suffocating.
Can't breathe.
I can't.
Why? This is probably next to American Idol, the highest rated show.
But
on
then we
TV.
have the hottest man ever playing the violin. I'm sorry. That
is-
man was
I like him.
smoking. And with the little
What is his
fringy
name?
bang.
Did
I'm
we get his
sorry.
name?
And I just was.
I thought it
No,
was
that's
very
fine. You guys
cute.
are great. But why? What's hot about him? He's playing what?
Because he's playing the violin and he's intense and, he's
his
got his little
fingers move just
scruffs
so
and he's like
quickly. I'm sorry. Those fingers were moving.
and he's just, you know,
You know
He's got
what?
the hair going in
Passion.
his face, and he does like the leather pants right, not like Ricky Martin. I was just
yeah,
happy.
she said the no Ricky Martin.
That was, they were baggy leather
They were
pants, not
baggy.
like skin tight, like
Yeah.
suffocating the boys
He's like
down there.
masculine artist, like
Yes.
messy.
But
and
I'm
like,
playing a
like,
violin.
throw you on the floor type.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And I'll show you how I play the violin.
You will be my violin.
Okay,
Oh,
so we had Paso Doble walls, Vietnamese walls.
Sorry, there's a lot of heat right now. I need a drink of water.
I feel fine.
We need water.
I feel fine. I don't
Because
need
you know
anything.
all the fire, and then that girl in the red dress. They were giving the example of the
Oh,
Paso
yeah.
Doble, and he's on the freaking thing.
I
What
mean,
are we
how do you
supposed
know
to
his
do?
pants are leather? You can't even
Look at
tell.
they're definitely
They're
leather.
shiny leather with the chain.
And he's
bangs
got
in the
rings
face
on, and he's just doing
And
it.
this was my favorite dress of the night. One of the dance troupe was wearing,
Yeah,
I think,
the
because
gold
the
and
rest
red.
of the dresses were not
mediocre.
fabulous.
I don't think I have a favorite other from
No.
those celebrities.
And
But
some
yeah,
of them
she was
wasn't-
beautiful.
she
I don't
was
know
beautiful.
her name and her.
I remember.
looked like
I think.
fire.
I'll figure that out eventually. But first up, we had Romeo and Chelsea.
Yeah, we did.
Paso Doble.
Paso Doble.
Yes.
All right.
I was impressed. I was
Yeah.
impressed
He did a
with
good
Romeo's
job.
performance. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think he did great.
Yeah.
I think I think that he kind of connected with that more
Yeah.
than he did last week. Last week he was like something.
He was emotionally
Off the
detached last week. It was
deep end.
uncomfortable.
Well,
Yeah.
didn't we decide that he was actually
Yeah.
emotionally overwhelmed?
It was, yeah, and
Yeah.
so he had to remove
So,
from it.
yes,
So,
so
he
he
was
put
sad.
up a wall a little bit last week. It was too
Right.
personal, I think.
Yeah. It was a bit stiff near the end.
There
Remember?
was some awkwardness.
He had a little
at the end.
at the end he was like too into it. He was
Yeah,
too
yeah.
angry.
Exactly. In the beginning, I felt like it totally was appropriate. The level of intensity was appropriate.
Yeah.
And then he seemed to get more angry as the dance went along, and a little more forceful with every movement.
Yeah.
And the facial expressions, he was getting angrier and angrier in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But he had to build up to that big jump and stab at the end.
I
which
like the
was
way he
like
killed her.
Fire.
It was like, I got you.
He did a very good job. He's a
Very
jumper.
nice.
I thought it was a good Paso Doble for
It was very good.
And they got high marks too. I mean, they got 887, 23 altogether. Len said, "You're exposing yourself, full of passion and attack, and need to work on positioning and technique
and finesse. Which is a good point. I mean,
Yeah,
he
very
did
good
well.
point.
Just not
Bruno
perfect.
liked a six pack. You know,
Of course.
Bruno. Of course.
Bruno
you-
loves a body.
Yeah.
Whatever body it is, as long as it's
A
hot,
body.
he likes it.
Yes.
So.
And sometimes even when it's not hot, as long as you're pretending to be hot, you know.
It works for Bruno.
And Carrie said that he had some swagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, bit of swagger. Bit of swagger on that.
Swagger on that.
And then Ed, you kind of huffed when he said, "Dream big, anything is possible."
Well, I mean, the dude, bless his heart, he's just plugging every little organization.
Yeah, he's like, you can go no
in.
limit, like my album, like my record company. We're like, thanks.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know about all that.
needed
Leave
to
that
know.
out
I mean,
of
I
there
guess
a
if that's
little
how
bit.
you want to roll,
I
you
mean,
can-
I guess you take whatever opportunity, maybe, but it just seemed
A little forced.
lacking in class
Little more class, dude.
a little bit.
Next up, Kendra and Louis. Dun, dun, dun. Viennese waltz. She called it the mafia waltz.
All of us making this face is how that entire dance felt. Like,
Okay.
it was painful.
Kendra, for those who don't know, her favorite place to eat is the Olive Garden.
Yes.
So that is one of the main reasons why when she said, because she didn't even know what language it was.
No.
She said, what language is it that they're
She's
singing
not
in? He said Italian. She said,
refined.
ooh, I like that, Italian. It was because she got excited for the Olive Garden. And it was because then she was making it the Mafia Waltz.
Well, she's just not refined, and she has no knowledge whatsoever of very many things.
And,
It was
and she just, with the outfit, the gangster outfit, she kind of looked bigger this week. And
the
and-
big pink boobs.
Yeah,
and
that was
then the,
weird
like,
because she usually
stripy...
looks like last week. She should go with that outfit every week. Show off those legs and wear something a little tighter on top rather than the stripes and the pink and
Wasn't her hair kind of big too? It made like
Well, I
everything
kind of liked the hair, but then the makeup was overdone, so it kind of looked Joker mouth. It was very dark, and I don't know. It just
it's
didn't
like
work.
the Joker dancing.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
And it was like the uncomfortable Joker again. She's like tight jawed and
And she doesn't spot her head at all.
Nope.
A nothing.
No, when she was spinning around, her head and body were just together spinning.
And it's almost like she keeps her chin back. Did you notice? She's like,
she's uncomfortable.
oh, poor thing.
We thought she loosened up last week, but obviously
Yeah.
it's only in the Latin land.
It's only
she's
when
not
she's
comfortable with.
more naked.
Yeah.
I think she psyched herself out for this one. I really think it was a mental thing. She, you know, in the prepackage, she said, I'm this type of person,
Yeah.
and now I have to go be this elegant, graceful, and that's not who I am.
I'm screwed.
Yeah, she said, I'm
She
screwed.
said, I'm
That's the
screwed.
first-
And
yeah.
she was,
So she screwed herself.
you could
from
see the
jump.
nervousness on her face right before they went out.
Mm-hmm.
And then, her facial expressions gave away the whole, like, she's just waiting for it to be over. Just hurry up, I'm going to finish this.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm wondering if she's even having fun.
No, Bruno told her right away, first comment, you messed it up and you know it. And she's all, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
that's pretty bad.
And she's like, what did she say? I didn't have that many days to practice.
Oh, I have I have all her defensive things.
Oh, fabulous.
To you messed it up and you know it. She goes, I only have 4 days to practice. She is the most defensive person we've ever seen on the TV.
Close your mouth.
She's waiting. I dare anybody to say anything about me. I got an excuse for it.
Yeah, it's a little disrespectful. And Carrie said, I see you trying hard.
Right?
Elegance
You're trying really
is
hard.
similar
You're afraid
to
of
sexy.
elegance.
Yeah.
And she said elegance is not too much of a leap from being sexy.
Sexy,
So she's
yeah.
trying to encourage her.
Yeah.
And then what did Kendra say? It's because I don't care about it.
I just
I don't care about it.
I just don't care. Then why are you on
It's
the
like
show?
projecting. It's like, it's not my fault, it's yours.
But that's why it's painful though, because it's not even coming from a vicious place. It is coming from the most insecure place, and it's so obvious. It hurts. It's like, oh, come on, honey.
It's like you're a beautiful girl. You could
Have
do a
some
beautiful job. You've seen it last week. So
Yeah.
bring that to it every week. You don't have to be the most elegant person ever, but at least do what you know.
And find your elegance, whatever that
Exactly.
is. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be. Ugh. Oh,
Yeah, it felt
Kendra.
like she didn't even. She just gave up before she
Yeah,
started.
she
did.
defeated
she
herself.
completely gave up.
Yeah.
And then Len was like defending her and was going on
Right.
about how they're just beginners and blah, blah, blah. So obviously he's got a soft spot for her.
Right.
I think he was embarrassed for her
Yeah.
for the talking back. So he was just like, let me
Yeah.
empathize so we can move you along.
We
'cause
need to
this is
go to the
bad.
next person. Yeah.
is bad,
Oh,
bad,
so
bad.
666
So much
18.
for the mafia waltz.
Yeah, the Mafia Waltz was a
kinda
disaster.
not fabulous.
Oh, sad too.
Yeah.
Ooh, Italian. I like that.
Oh, poor
It's so
thing.
sad because she's such a likable chick on her shows. Like that's why
Yeah.
she was able to like
Get there.
parlay it after leaving
Uh-huh.
Hugh. It's like because she's goofy and normally
she doesn't care. Like
that's
she
the
rolled out of the
thing.
bed with
Yeah.
like a big old pregnant belly, and like
Yeah.
her like pants were all the way up her crotch, and
Yeah.
like she's rolling out of bed, and she's like, "Hello," and she's all happy. Like,
And then
where did
suddenly
that girl
she's
go?
self-conscious.
Yeah,
Now
when she's in a beautiful
self-conscious.
dress and like all
Isn't
done to
that
the
so
nine.
strange? It's like because she's self-conscious because they actually expect something from her to
Yeah.
like be whatever this
Yeah.
costume is.
Oh my god, I can only imagine if she were to hear all this stuff, all this criticism.
She'd
that
probably
we're
like
saying.
try to choke us, but
Whoa.
I would
she's
love
little.
it.
Try
I
to
would
choke
love
She
you,
would
trick.
have an answer for every
I
little
would love
thing.
it. I would
No,
absolutely.
and
love
then we would grab her and shake her. Shut up!
it. Just be quiet.
It's okay. People, that's what their judges are there for, to
Yes,
critique you and make you better next week.
right. So that you can go on and possibly win.
Thank you.
Eh.
Oh, well.
Sugar and Anna. Viennese waltz.
Viennese.
Oh,
To my
Viennese.
favorite song, The Waltz of the Flowers.
Yes, it's
Sorry, I'm a Nutcracker
beautiful.
whore. I was a flutist for 7 years.
Oh,
I don't think that
I
you can
was in
say
the waltz-
nutcracker and whore in the same sentence. What is a nutcracker
I was
whore?
a Nutcracker whore.
Because we had to play it every single year for
Uh-huh.
a Christmas concert. So every year there was an arrangement of the Nutcracker
Can't you
suite.
say
I was one
you
of
can
the
say
flowers, and I was a
nutcracker
soldier.
fan?
Oh, that's so
Good.
sweet.
So I was a Nutcracker whore too.
Oh.
Come on, you know you want to say it.
You
Come
were
on,
a
you
Nutcracker
want to.
whore.
You liked
Okay.
going.
Not a nutcracker whore
You said it.
with a
Yes.
knot in front of it.
I hear no
Doesn't
knot.
matter. We'll edit that out.
We'll edit,
Beep.
edit.
You just see Ed like, no, I'm a Nutcracker whore.
Y'all can edit whatever you want. People know me. People know me around here.
Nobody knows
Okay,
you.
I'm not a nutcracker
Nobody
whore.
knows you. You're a
Two
Nutcracker
times.
whore. We're so mature.
Oh yes, so mature.
You know what? Can you go on that side, please? I would like to have my side to
I
myself.
was ordered to sit on the side with you to make you feel
Oh,
comfortable.
and you little nutcracker whore you are. You just take your orders.
Yes, exactly. I take my orders from my Nutcracker, which would apparently be
Over
DJ
there.
Jesse.
Good, there we go. Nice.
DJ Jesse, you cracking nuts in the studio?
All day, every day.
Oh, no. Turn off your own mic. Coming in with that.
Great. Yo, great. You tell him, don't be a nutcracker whore. Only Ed can do that.
All right, we'll save it for RuPaul Drag Race.
Save it for Drag Race.
Drag Race
in an hour.
That one's coming back.
It'll come
a
back.
couple times. Sugar and Anna hit heads. That was
Ow.
Ow.
And how did they even
And
No,
the
no,
fact that Sugar is a boxer, and the fact that he went like this. Oh.
Yeah. He got the worst of it, right? He his nose.
His nose, the bridge of his
I'm
nose.
like, don't you box?
I
Or
know.
something? Didn't you get hit in the face for a
Man
living?
up. You should have been
Yeah.
like, I'm good.
I'm good.
I didn't even
I'm
think
good.
about that.
There should have been blood coming down and like
Yours should have been broke before you had a comment
Exactly.
about it. So
broke, maybe the orbital bone too.
Yeah, and Anna just shook it off. She's
She
like,
shook it off.
yeah.
Yeah, this is fine. Whatever.
Exactly.
I love her.
All right, guys, we have a caller on the line.
Oh.
Caller, you there?
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
hello, caller. What's your name, caller?
did
They're
we
not.
lose him?
Sounded
Who do you
like-
think's gonna win, caller?
He's off the line.
I
He-
think
he
we
sounded a
lost
little
him.
angry, but
A cell phone.
Sounded very
He
angry.
sounded upset.
Don't call back.
Cell phone.
he was mad
Actually, I
at
would
mad
like
at
to
Kirsty.
know. He was mad at Kirsty.
No,
Yeah.
Kirsty's later. We're not
Well,
talking
we
about
ain't
her
there
yet.
yet, home slice. Check back in 20 if you're listening.
Maybe he's a
come back.
nutcracker whore.
No, maybe nutcracker whore. Call
Maybe
him back.
he's jealous because he didn't get to say it.
How cute was Sugar in his blue tights?
That was kind of scary. His legs were like this wide. He had little pencil-y
He did.
legs.
His legs were like the same size as the dancers.
I don't understand.
Now, I have a question. Why do you guys like it that he put? Why does that make you like him more or something?
That he put on the tights?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Because
like,
he's
that's
opened
not
himself
manly.
to
Those
it's not
tights
about
are-
it being manly.
He's a grown man, and he's doing it, and he's comfortable.
and he's open to trying to do his best.
Yeah.
And he needed to do that class.
He did.
You don't have to wear the tights.
You
Yeah,
shoulda.
you do.
You did.
You're
You
too
have to see the legs.
self-conscious. You need to
have to see the legs. Dancing is all about being.
I mean, they
able
didn't have to be
the
electric
legs.
blue.
Yeah, the blue was
Didn't
a
have to
little
be
bit.
blue.
You know?
But he needed
I
tights
would
on.
rather Sugar Ray Leonard didn't come out in electric blue tights.
Whatever, hater. Hater.
And didn't they have a whole lot of trouble getting together too?
Yeah.
These two had trouble getting together to do stuff and practice and everything.
You mean like scheduling wise?
scheduling?
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
remember. I
Well-
don't remember their package very well.
Well, I remember the prepackaged where Anna was a little bit frustrated that like time was going by and they weren't getting it, and Sugar was being a little bit oppositional.
Goofy.
You
He's
know?
like, "Why are you moving my foot?"
Right.
Yeah.
He was being a little playful, and she was trying to be serious because remember she was taking this very personal because
Yeah.
it's her favorite or
Yeah, she's had a personal connection with the
right,
dance
and he
the
really
song.
was it was difficult, but when they came out and did it, it looked like he was very much into it, and
Yeah,
I felt like they did very well.
Yeah.
they did okay.
Yeah, I felt
it
like
good?
I felt like he did, and they did as good as they could possibly have done with the Viennese waltz to the Nutcracker horror music.
That would be the Waltz of the Flowers. Thank
Yeah.
you very
Waltz
much.
of the Flowers.
And I don't know if they did the best they could have done.
I don't
think so.
remember it. I'm trying to think back
I just
to
remember it was fun, but it was fun because of the song. I remember
Said,
she
I
had
don't
a lot
re-
of flowers.
I guess it wasn't that good. I must be wrong. She can't even remember the
it. I
dance.
can't. I'm
Sugar
like, I'm
wasn't.
trying.
I mean, it was fair. It was pretty forgettable. It was simple.
All I have
and-
down here is okay.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, something must have really been wrong with the dance because you have a whole page full of notes
I
on
do,
everybody.
But they say hit heads. I got not enough time
Okay,
to
so
be
you got some other
nice.
stuff there.
you
I got
know.
electric blue pants
Electric blue pants.
and
Thank you.
cartoonish charm.
Dun,
Where y'all like?
doo, doo.
Is this the flower Nutcracker
Yes.
horror music right here?
Nutcracker horse. We're Nutcracker horse.
You know, I liked this song before
pirouette.
tonight.
Hold on, in my chair. You're gonna make me want to jump.
That's on this part. Yes, it is.
my gosh.
Where did that come from? Ah, yes.
That was beautiful.
That was
My
wonderful.
soul
Thank
is
you.
fulfilled. So even though Sugar Ray was forgettable, the song is memorable. and will
Memorable.
be
I
in our soul
remember
forever.
watching the song. I remember watching the orchestra, but I don't remember. Yeah.
I remember the ballet theme, and she had ballet.
Oh, the
strappy
ugly
blue,
shoes.
Oh,
which
that's
was
right.
weird. But I mean, she was going for heels, and then, I don't know. Whatever.
They were
Yeah.
strappy.
But they were pointed. They look like elf shoes.
Because she wanted them to be like point shoes.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I get it. They were sort of half ballerina
half
strappy
ballerina,
things.
Yeah, but they weren't fabulous.
she could have done better.
Yeah, I think so. The dress was pretty, but the shoes were bad. 21. So they're like in the middle.
Yeah.
You know.
Wait, are they in the middle?
Yeah.
Is that?
They're about.
Okay, yeah, because Kendra's like
On
at
the
the
lower
bottom.
end.
Yeah, they're on the lower end. Ooh.
Yeah, and I've never smiled so much as what Carrie said. You jog when you should be, you know.
I agree.
But there were some smooth parts where when they were together and they moved across the floor, I thought Sugar Ray was very, very fluid with his movements, and that's one of the areas that I was impressed with was when they partnered up for that dance. But when he was by himself, he was doing little flicks and jogging instead of
He's got a
whatever it
nice
is
smile.
he's supposed to do to Nutcracker Heart music.
Nutcracker. Carrie said she fell in love. Len said Sugar Ray and the Sugar Plum Fairy,
Yes, he did.
which was kind of cute.
That's because of
Thoroughly
the tights.
entertained, and Bruno said cartoonish charm.
I agreed with that cartoonish charm.
Yes,
'Cause
definitely.
It wasn't that romantic, sweet, elegant
Yes.
charm that it should have maybe been, but
Yeah.
it was kind of cheesy
It
and
was
sweet.
cheesy and smiley.
No, what they did fit the music. It was appropriate. The music was like that Nutcracker Heart music is silly.
It's not
I don't
silly.
Like, it's silly.
I
It's
don't
like
remember
silly.
smiling.
It's not silly.
when I did it. No,
It's
there was
not
no smiling.
silly.
There was just
They
pretty
yes,
ballet
they did
face.
it right.
It
It's
is
like,
whimsical. It is
it's
not
like
silly.
it's a small world Disneyland type
No,
stuff. That's what that was. That's the way they did it, and I think it fit.
I don't think so.
We
It's supposed
think
to have
that
a
you
bit of
are
elegance
wrong.
to it.
Exactly. It's whimsy.
And just because I'm different
it's-
from you doesn't mean I'm wrong.
Yes, it does.
I love
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm glad. I'm sorry that it had to come
You
to
have
you
a
that
side.
way.
You have a side. I want you to be on it.
You are on
No.
my
This is
side.
this is the men's
No,
side.
that
This
is
is Troy right here. This is
Troy. Where are you?
Oh, wait a minute.
Where
Aren't
are
you
you?
Facebook friends with him?
I'm Facebook friends with him.
Yes.
He said, "I'm so glad that you're on Facebook."
No. He said it's so nice.
It's so nice
That
that you're
you're
on.
on Face-
see
wait,
you on
to see
Facebook.
you on
Yeah,
Facebook.
see you on
Nice to
Facebook.
see you. It's nice to see you.
Oh.
Hi, Troy.
And as a matter of fact, his Facebook claims he's making educated decisions right now.
All right.
Ah.
Well, you.
He is very active
In
on
his
this
late
Facebook.
night meeting with unnamed companies.
TV exclusive.
Where
That's your
in the
exclusive.
world is Troy at now? Where is he?
We know where he says he is.
Yeah, he's at some meeting.
It's a meeting.
Meeting. I don't
That's
know
a
many meetings that happen at 8, 10.
It's
11.
10:45, Troy. What kind
Uh-huh.
of educated decisions are you making?
Hey man, all I'm saying is make
To
some
bag
good ones.
or not to bag.
Use the education, make
Wrap
a good
it
one, bro.
up. Anyway.
Raincoat. Petra and Dmitry.
Aw, she's such a sweetie pie.
Olive oil does the
Us.
paso doble.
Why she gotta be olive oil?
She's olive oil.
Yeah, she's definitely olive oil.
She's olive oil.
Yeah,
She's
olive
pretty.
oil.
She kind of looked like a grandma wearing a diaper, I have to say. And part of it.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, I know the model walk is like
Yeah.
you push the hips forward, but that
Well,
was a little too.
She has a lot of like hinging in her abdomen.
Not enough
Yeah.
abs. Need
It's
more
like non-existent because it just
sit-ups.
because it
All
goes
right, guys.
backwards. Oh.
Our caller is back.
We got to call it. I bet it's Troy. I bet
no.
it's Troy. That's
Is
what it
it
is. That's what it is. I
Troy?
bet it's
This
Troy.
was the educated decision.
All right.
Never mind, they hung up again.
Dude,
If y'all keep talking trash about our callers here.
I'm not talking. We want to talk to you, caller. Call back.
Call back.
Stop
Call
with
back.
the. Do you have AT&T? Is that what's going on?
Most likely.
Caller, are you there?
Getting dropped. He's not there.
Caller.
There's no air. That's fine. If he really loves us, he'll call us back.
Yeah, he will call us back. The Paso Doble,
Yes.
they did. Cutest mean face ever. How adorable is she?
She's so sweet. Oh, I
Yeah.
can't be mean.
I
Oh,
can't
this is my mean face.
It was a little funny.
You're a supermodel, dude.
okay.
You know how to make
It
a
was
mean
funny.
face.
Yeah. And when she was modeling, I definitely seen the mean face.
Yeah, she's got it. But I get it. You're
Yeah.
a little self-conscious.
It
You're
wasn't
like,
mean. It was there was maybe fierce. I would say it wasn't mean.
okay, well that's what you need. Fierce then.
Fierce.
Fierce is not mean.
Okay, then she needed fierce,
Whatever.
which she didn't quite achieve in my
No,
mind. Because when
she
she was
didn't
dancing, I was
achieve
like,
Caller,
Oh.
are you on the line?
Hello.
hi.
Hello.
And what's your name?
Hi. My name is Phil.
Hello, Phil.
How are you guys? So I gotta say, I'm watching. I had to leave the studio, as you guys know. By the way, for those of you listening, I'm Phil, the producer, and I gotta say, you guys have an amazing show. I have heard of meetings that actually. I heard you guys talking smack about Troy, so I felt I needed to call in
Uh-huh.
and say that meetings do go kind of late sometimes. So maybe his. I don't know. I haven't read his Facebook or Twitter statuses, but
Yeah.
Thank you. What is this?
Yeah. What's your point, caller? What's your
Your
point?
point was to defend Troy. I mean, we told him congratulations, and we just wanted him to be safe at his meeting. So I don't understand.
Oh, okay. I kind of just tuned in, so I caught the tail end of the conversation.
Well,
so I didn't
obviously.
want to.
Obviously.
He did tell us that he was making educated decisions.
Educated
Exactly.
decisions.
On his, what was that, Facebook update? Facebook update, educated decisions.
Yes.
We're just co-signing on that, boo. Always
Yes.
be educated about those decisions you make,
Yes.
especially when they come after 9 o'clock at night.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes. And when you have a couple drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, caller,
And
so
if you're not at
much.
your own house.
Uh-oh. Somebody told the truth.
Well, I gotta say, I'm really excited that you guys are on the homepage of
Yay.
Ustream.tv
Exciting.
instead of just the show page.
Oh, yes, we are on the homepage of Ustream.
Because we're homies and we're
Yeah.
on the homepage.
Oh, wait,
Lots of
wait,
exciting
we're on
things
TV
happening.
right now.
Oh, God. It won't help.
Do you need a
you're
mirror?
on- you're on
Compact?
Dot
Some
TV.
powder?
It wouldn't help.
Oh, okay.
On Dot TV.
Can we get some makeup, please?
I got some powder. Do you want some?
No.
It wouldn't do anything.
I was joking.
Oh, okay. Well,
was
just
joking.
By the
I'm
way-
trying to help you out.
So, as my last thing before I leave you guys, it's kind of exciting. We are now taking callers, but clearly, by the way, that was not me earlier. So that is a byproduct of letting callers call in because, we try to get them online and they kind of hang up just to play with us. And so for those of you listening, don't do that. Stay on the line. We want to hear you.
Of
Yeah, we do.
course. We wanna
Actually, I think we're
engage.
really curious to know who the callers were and
Yeah.
what they were going to say. Like, we want
Yes.
to know.
We want to engage with you.
And we want to know what they think.
Yes.
What does the person at home think?
Yeah.
I want to know.
Well, I got to say, you know what? Me just watching this right now, I'm intimidated by Courtney and Maria's beauty. No offense, Ed. And so, if I didn't know you guys, I would totally hang up because I'd be so nervous. Oh, wait. Quit talking to me.
What?
Okay, but it's okay for me to talk to you?
Oh, wait, so I shouldn't. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
It's a
Sorry, Ed.
compliment.
Yeah.
It's a
I was
compliment.
like, what did I do?
You two are too
I
hot
was
to talk to. That's the deal.
trying.
But he's talking to us, so I don't know.
Well, it's working, honey. We love you. We
Yeah.
use funny
Yes.
accents and talk
Uh-huh.
special to you when you call us.
Well, thank you for
Anything.
calling us. I appreciate it.
Yes. Well, that's what I'll leave you guys with. You guys are doing an excellent job, and I'm going to continue listening in. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
thank you.
Phil.
Thank you,
Bye.
producer
Love
Phil.
you.
Alrighty.
And scene. So,
Apparently we missed a few points that we needed to make, so he had to call
yes,
in.
we did.
He
Okay.
got home and he missed us.
Yes, he missed
I think
us.
that's what happened.
And he
Believe.
wanted to defend Troy.
Defend
Wanted
Troy.
to Defend Troy. I probably should also mention this wall is going away. They're doing something fabulous with it, so it's not a
Yes.
black hole.
It won't be a black hole anymore.
Because apparently it looks like a black hole.
Really?
I
Yes.
didn't really think so,
How do
but
you know this stuff? I've been with you this whole time, and I didn't hear anybody tell me
'Cause
They
that.
told me
nobody
yesterday.
talks to you.
What they do?
They told me yesterday. I was here for the Borgias.
You know what? You have a side, okay?
She's not coming over here. This is Troy's seat.
Well, then me and you
Troy
need
has
to
a home.
switch because I was over there with Troy last
We'll
week,
kiss
and I think everything was much better.
Don't be upset, Ed. You're gonna make me feel like you don't want to be close to me, and you're on a show with
Courtney,
me.
you just
and
said nobody talks to me.
I mean, well, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
These two are just gonna argue.
I
Aww.
know, we all feel bad.
Did you just get like fun new things over there?
So, like,
It's like Christmas in the booth.
Emily's got all kinds of new sound effects and whatnot. She drew a stick figure of Troy.
I like Facebook.
I should have been dancing. Do a split.
Maria, put it in front of you so your viewers can see.
Oh,
Do a split, Troy.
Oh my god.
Okay, look.
this is Troy. He says I like Facebook. He has no eyes though. He needs eyes.
His no
Maybe
eyes.
an
Does he have
eye.
Is he happy or sad? Is he happy or
Nose.
sad?
He needs hands.
No, he's just straight.
He's just straight. I was
just
thinking
straight.
that. I was thinking that.
He's just straight.
He's like in the middle. It's so nice to see you on Facebook.
Hello.
I was
love
here
you,
last week, but I'm not here.
We love you,
We're not
Troy.
here, but we are.
If he doesn't show up last week, you should actually make some sort of a stick figure and actually stick it to
Stick
the chair.
it to the chair. It
Yeah.
will be stuck to the chair.
We
if
need
he
multiple
does not.
sheets of paper, though. It needs to be large.
Large and
So
in
it's,
charge.
like, up there.
Troy.
Yeah.
We
All
need
right.
his expertise in like the
Well,
dancing.
maybe
He-
he's making those educated
He
decisions.
used to be a professional dancer.
Yeah, and I want his expertise on what he thinks of Petra's dancing.
Petra. I think that her abs are weird and it creeps me out.
Yeah, a little.
But
too
they
much.
liked her.
They got her score was 788. What's
They
going
liked
on?
her.
How do you-
23. Really? Really?
I think that she's charming them, and that's why
Yes.
they're giving her the
She's
scores.
like, I got naked again.
And she
Yeah,
rolled
at the
around
end.
on the floor
I
this
rolled
time,
around.
like Carmen.
You're no longer Petra, you're Carmen.
No.
As Bruno so clearly indicated.
Maria, was this the one where you noticed how, for some people, they are really hard on them, and then other people, they're
No,
like,
that's
oh man, you're
later.
getting so much better.
That's
later?
Jericho.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to steal
It's
your
Jericho.
thunder.
No, but it's that way
Right?
anyways.
Right? And
Because, like-
Len said to her first thing, I expected you not to do good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, therefore, your performance was pleasantly surprising, and I give you a 7.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna give you points because you didn't do
Which
bad.
is weird though, because last week they all thought she did great. So why were you expecting her to be awful? Because
Yeah.
usually that's what happens. Like they start to do well, they expect them to continue to do well.
Yeah.
So like with Chris Jericho, which we'll get to, like he's been doing well, so
Courtney.
they expect
Courtney.
things from him.
Yeah.
But
Courtney.
regardless,
Courtney, it's obvious why.
no, it's not obvious. She has
It's
weird
obvious
abs.
why.
Because she's pretty.
Because the Paso Roble, whatever this
It's
thing is,
Paso Doble.
requires a certain, thank you. It requires a certain type of, movement that her long body and everything doesn't do well easily.
I don't
it's
agree
more
with
than that.
That's
Oh.
why he expected her to do it. Remember, he's the one that told her she wasn't going to be able to do the jive.
But
The
that's,
jive?
but that's because
Last week.
legs are a problem
Yeah.
when you're doing the jive because your flicks and kicks
Yeah.
are
Yeah,
'cause
very
she's
quick
long.
and short. But the Paso Doble actually would have been amazing if she was great
Yeah,
at
if
it
she
because
was-
she has length and
Yeah.
stature
I'm
and
telling
power.
you, it was
some
because of the
reason,
same reason.
I think that she kind of cuts herself off when she makes movements too
Yeah.
somehow because I don't see the pretty lines like Stacy had when Stacy was on. Because
Stacey Keebler was amazing and
yeah,
she was
and
just
she's
as
5'10"
tall.
and a half.
Yeah, well,
Exactly.
she's better than this girl.
Well, obviously, but the height thing is not. And Stacey, I'm glad you brought that up because I actually have a memory of her
Yeah.
Paso Doble, and she was fantastic.
Yeah.
Better
So-
than olive oil.
Like beautiful arms and like the extended
But
forever.
so the
but
height
it
thing
was-
is not an excuse.
But
yeah.
I'm telling you, that's why
I
Len
think
didn't
that's
expect her to
probably.
do good.
I think that's probably why. But like, then again, she got a 25 last week. You know, like,
Such a mistake.
and she ended up getting a 23 this week, and you know,
I think she's charming, and
Carrie
they like
said
her.
brand new Petra, which I don't understand because she got a 25 last week, so it isn't a brand new Petra. It's a same thing again.
Yeah, Carrie said that she thought her lines were good, but that she still needed work on core strength.
core, which is true
Yeah.
and obvious.
And Len said to have authority in your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she should probably change her diaper before she wears it on the dance floor.
Oh, this
Because
thing with
she
the-
was carrying it like it was full.
like it. Yeah.
That is so nasty.
Oh, is that gross?
Yeah. Did we offend you?
That's
Is that gross? Wait. Nutcracker whores don't like dirty diaper
I mean,
references?
not carrying it like it's full. That's so gross. Like,
Oh, here's that dance I couldn't remember.
yeah.
Sugar Ray and
Well,
Anna.
I remember that thinking that was impressive.
Oh yeah, it was
that she
impressive
did
when
the
they were
spins
spinning
down the
down
stairs.
the
Here's
stairs.
that dance that I couldn't remember.
Sugar Ray looks like Kermit
is funny.
to me. He's like a brown
Is this
Kermit.
when he's jogging? No, this is okay. You know, when he was.
Oh,
kinda
you know what?
doing
He
his
looks
little
like Jiminy
waltzes around.
Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket.
That's
oh my gosh.
so him
Jiminy
and, with his
Cricket.
little tails
Yes.
and his little dookie feet.
And his face.
He looks
Jiminy
like
Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket.
Yep, you are Jiminy Cricket.
I felt like it, except for when they were actually partnering, that it was basically him.
Look at his arm.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
He was just waiting for her to finish dancing, and like in between.
Didn't they end weird? They ended weird on some stuff too.
He's got
Like,
weird
what was that
toes.
little-
Yeah.
And he's pigeon-toed.
Yeah, he is
Pigeon-toed. Oh,
Not bow-legged like
that's
Psycho
okay
Mike,
though,
though.
because you were trying. You were making.
Oh,
an
there was the
effort. We
flick I was
appreciate
talking
it.
about. Did you see the flick?
He tried.
Yeah, he tried hard.
He's a
Sugar
sweet-looking
tried.
dude, but
Yeah.
it's not working for me.
And then we had Heinz and Kim. I'm so happy.
You can keep your mouth closed.
Yay!
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Heinz can fit his tongue in his mouth.
Yes, that is wonderful.
Thank goodness.
Yes, and I don't care if they make you smile next week. Please don't. Just don't. There's no smiling. There's no happiness. Just keep the same face. I'm
Yeah.
good with it. Maybe just a little curl on the corner.
Yeah, maybe just smile with no teeth and no tongue.
No teeth, no tongue, and
Just
no
say no to
huffing and
tongue.
puffing. Going,
No panting. You don't need to pant. Because initially I thought maybe he had breathing and like whatever.
yeah, maybe.
But no, obviously that is not the case because he did this entire dance with his tongue in his mouth without panting. So
I feel like we were his mother right
I
now.
might be. Maybe your mama should have told. Maybe that's what mama did last week. She
Yeah.
said, honey, you
Okay.
did good, but
I think Mama
No, wait a
probably
minute, wait a minute,
did.
wait a
put that in his mouth.
You, both of you ladies liked this performance,
We
correct?
did.
I liked it. I
Okay.
didn't think it was amazing,
what
but I liked
other
it.
than the fact that he kept his mouth closed did you like about it?
He was strong and commanding. It was a paso doble. I felt like he embodied that mood very well. I didn't think it was the most amazing. I think it could have been better because I feel like he could have attacked it a little bit more. And to me, when some of the spins and like when he would have to turn out, it didn't seem as crisp
Strong.
as it should have been. But I feel like he attacked it and went after. He got the character pretty well, and especially when they glide down arm in arm, like going towards the camera down stage, I thought it was lovely.
What were the scores for this one?
It was 9, 8, 8, 25 altogether.
God.
And you know, I liked that he didn't have the jiggliness at the end of steps. You know,
That's
because a
true.
lot of people in Paso Doble, they get there and then they
Yeah.
get there and then
Because the staccato thing, I guess, is weird to
Yes.
do, maybe. And so they feel like more like that energy needs to go somewhere in their
somewhere.
body. But he did command that pretty well. He didn't get yeah.
Okay.
And he usually has a lot of donkey going on. So he tamed the donkey. And it was in shape and he was smooth.
and his mouth was closed. Fabulous.
Lovely.
Carrie said, "In the zone, nailed it." Bruno said, "Killer instincts." And Len said, "You are the most determined of all the celebrities we've had."
Yep, so he brings it every single time.
Yeah, I
goes
think he's working
100%.
hard, and they talked about how he had to be all over the country, so he couldn't necessarily practice as much as he wanted to. So I think he was pretty solid this week.
And unlike Kendra, he didn't complain about only having 3 days to do it.
I guess I would say I would agree with the description of solid. I didn't like it though. I was not a fan. I
each
wasn't
his own.
interested. I wasn't interested.
I really feel like, I mean, all the Paso Dobles, like nobody's was amazing like they could have been.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they did well.
Which one was
Yeah.
the best one?
I'm still torn about that, actually. Funny that you say that because we haven't gotten to them yet. But
Okay,
Yeah.
Cheryl has a history of Paso Doble amazingness, and we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's pretty consistent. 23, 25, 25.
Though. It's pretty good.
So he's pretty consistent. I don't have the first week because I wasn't here. so.
Doing his thing.
Next up, we have Ralph and Karina.
Ooh, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Good old Jack Skeleton right there.
Jack Skeleton. What was the outfit? It looked like he was going to be buried in that thing.
I would like
Like,
to
it was-
know why he keeps passing on getting a tan.
I think he got a tan. He's tanner. Now he looks gray.
Then why?
He didn't get tan. He got gray.
Why are they using a different color? Like, I don't
No, just
he
different
definitely looked
people's
different, yeah.
Yes, different people's skin like takes the tanner in different ways. The mixture they're using is making him gray. So
Whoa.
now he's like Gray and Jack Skeleton and Creepy Hands and
I'm sensing a theme.
Maybe he has a monster theme and we're just missing it. Like, that's what's going on. He wants us all to
maybe they gave them all characters at the beginning. It was like, you are going to be a monster.
A Herman monster. And you're
Petra, you are going to be a grandma with a diaper. And just went on down the line.
She already said that was nasty.
It is.
I
but
didn't
it was
say
nasty
anything. I
when
don't
you
know what
said
you're
she
talking
was
about.
carrying it like it was full.
It
That's
was
what
a little,
gross.
you know, it was like she had her hips forward, but her butt was back. And no.
Her body's awkward. We agree.
They worked very hard on his hands this week.
Yes, they did.
They did, and I was watching.
Yes.
To see.
Yeah.
They worked very hard. I know that when we were dancing, we used to put tennis balls in our hands when we had girls that were crazy hand and would do like this and like they were
Spatula hands.
Yes, spatula hands.
Fixed with a tennis ball.
And he's
Yes.
got really large hands.
But it's I think that's
They
part
are
of it.
very large.
Because even when they were nice hands, they were
It
still
was
like,
still like
"This is my hand."
his palms are
Yes.
like, ew, dang.
Yeah, he looks like he constantly have his hands the closest to the camera. Like it's 5 times bigger than his body.
Zoomed in on the hand.
Just on the hand. That's
Yeah.
all.
But he did well.
He did really well. I really enjoyed this.
I thought it was going in a bad direction when he like first started because they're like,
No, yeah, that was, yeah. I'm sorry, but you're Karate Kid.
It was kinda weird.
I didn't really understand.
and then it was a nice smooth when he brought her to
Yeah.
life, and they made that very fluid. So I appreciated.
And then
that.
it wasn't like awkward hands on his body.
Yes.
Because even when his hands were on her body last week, they were still a little creepy.
Creepy. Yeah.
I'm going to stab you with my creepy hand.
Yeah, it was good.
It was very
It was
good.
good.
It was good. Bruno said it was heartfelt, which I thought it was. Mm-hmm. And I believed it by the end.
I did.
He's a good actor.
Romantic.
You know, I liked it. Carrie said, honest dance. He was in the story.
As opposed to being on it.
Yes. And then Len said you were in the wilderness, but now you're back, which I agree with. Because I felt like the first week he did great, and then he was like, not so good.
Kind of
and then
weird.
He's back.
He circled back in.
Mm-hmm. So he got a 25. Good score. You know, up there with everybody. So
Good old Karate Kid from Reseda.
next up we have Chelsea and Mark, and it's the Viennese waltz.
Harry Potter.
I'm in love.
Harry Potter.
I love this one.
I thought they were very, very good. And I'm usually most annoyed, even though I always think Mark's choreography is cool and interesting and, you know, whatever. Chelsea has been very cheerleadery and I haven't been feeling it, but I think they did a good job.
I would
this
just like to
week.
say that I am the one that liked these guys from the beginning. Okay, and Courtney was a hater.
I was not a hater.
A hater.
You said they were the best.
A hater.
I disagreed because they are not the best, and they
And now
still are
you're
not
all
the best.
on board with me.
Have I not been on
these
board with
fans.
Mark Ballas?
Anyway.
Yes,
Thank
with
you.
Mark you have.
Anyway.
I have been all over Mark. And
Anyway.
who did I say? I said Britney Spears needs to be Chelsea's inspiration.
They did great again.
Yeah.
However, it's almost as if number one, it's almost as if they're too good. Okay, so it's like they're not scoring them as high as they probably should based on just the dancing, and they are plagued by these distracting bad things, like for example the lighting while they were dancing.
Thank you. Yes.
No, we all saw it.
Yeah.
There were 2 spotlights, a bright one and a dark one.
Yeah, and you couldn't see her.
Yeah.
What is she doing? I don't
And
know.
she had this long, thick black dress that
Ew.
was like, we can't see
I
anything.
can't see her feet. She should be wearing something like short and fun. And
Well, I think Viennese waltz, like I'm thinking that they have to go with that trend with the long skirts when they're doing waltz. Like
could've
I
been
feel
a
like
yeah, but
that's
can you
supposed
not
to
do a
be-
black one
But
and
it
put her in
should've-
the shadow?
It was the ruffles. Like there were ruffles and it was too much. It was too
Yeah.
heavy. If it had been like a sheer skirt or like something
Yeah.
lighter, it was very, very heavy.
So you understand.
I mean, I don't disagree. I actually liked the costumes. I thought it was cool and I thought it worked with their theme and it was interesting. And from an entertainment value point, I thought it was great. Like,
Yeah.
and even though I knew Lynn would be like slamming them for all the extra because they had a whole lot of extra. There was a lot of non-Viennese-ness
and
up
he
in
got
there.
a little bit like, this is a 300-year-old dance, so
Yeah.
you better obey by these rules. Rawr, you know?
And like part of me thinks
Yeah,
like,
don't dishonor it.
Yeah.
well, part of me actually agrees with Lynn in because I kind of like, sometimes there's room to do that. And then as the season goes on, they get to choreograph more fun and modern, exciting things. So on a little bit, but I kind of see where Mark's coming from. But I think Mark's just brilliant and he can't stop his brilliance.
I think that Mark is just so excited that he has someone that can keep up with him.
And he's like,
wants to do it. I can show off my dancing now.
Yeah.
I can show it off. I can show you all the fun new jump things I can do and all this cool
Mark is dancing like he's trying to get another job.
Oh,
But look,
yeah.
that's what I mean by they're almost too good.
That doesn't make them too good, though. I think that makes him have a different
a contemporary
motive.
dancer as
Do
well.
you not agree that they are way above every other couple dancing?
I don't, because they're doing something that is different. They're doing something that's different that makes them. Don't get me wrong. I think Mark Ballas is probably one of the best, if not the best, professional dancer and choreographer on there. I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is that they're doing things out of the parameters of what is going on. So I feel like it's almost
because
not
they can. Because that's how good they are.
Okay, that doesn't necessarily make that you good. That just makes you able to do that.
But I'm saying that they're able to do that, they're not distracted from the dancing.
No, but if they're not able to do it and conquer what Viennese waltz is alone, then they haven't accomplished what they're supposed to be doing.
Lynn's the only one that said that they
But that's because they're feeding, like Carrie Ann and Bruno appreciate like modern dance and all kinds of like other elements.
See a little contemporary.
Exactly, because that's what they do.
Because every time like there's some rolling around on the floor scene, Bruno goes ecstatic. Or if there's anything that's different or out of the norm or not supposed to be in there, Bruno goes crazy. He's like, that was fantastic, blah.
And that's what they're there for. They're to bring that other energy. But Lynn is the ballroom guy. Like, and the point is it's not like they were doing like a Latin dance that has a little more room
felt
for
like
creativity.
I couldn't see him this week.
Yeah, it was dark.
I'd like to point
I don't know
out
who
that
did the lighting.
I'd like to point out that it took me only 45 minutes to get Courtney to yell at me.
I'm not yelling at you. You're telling me that this is the best, and I don't agree with you. I don't think that makes them better than everyone else.
You got elevated.
Do you also think that they think they can get away with it?
Well, yeah,
for a while because of her fan base?
And they will.
Yeah.
They'll continue to get away with it for a little while, but it's gonna become a problem because in the end, the point is like if you're not following the rules, eventually everybody else is like, what? And they're going to get slammed by the judges even more. And that's going to make a problem because our fan base can only do so much because I think it equals 50-50 when they do the final vote. But I mean,
it's already a problem.
It's kind of like, it's like right now, they could technically do amazing lifts right now. But should they be doing that?
No.
Well, they can't.
But that's what I'm.
But against the
no,
rules.
but they could because it's against the rules for them to be doing all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Is it against the rules?
I think that they should spotlight it more. Like, okay, do some fun contemporary stuff, cool, but spotlight when you're going to do these things, like, and make sure that the lights are on you. I mean, spotlight it.
So you mean spotlight it?
So yeah, I mean, spotlight it because this not being able to see thing was really distracting.
And who made that decision? Like, they have lighting people. Like, I'm sure they are the one. Like,
don't they have a dress rehearsal?
Yes,
I can't see you. Turn up the light.
Yeah. Because his spotlight was just fine.
Yeah, I could see him just fine. And then I think, too, they needed to watch who's wearing the different colors. Like, if they're both going to be black, that's hard. Because it's almost like you can't tell who the celebrity is and who the professional is. You know, it's like...
Wait a minute, how about this? What if one spotlight was intentionally darker as part of the story?
Maybe that's what it was. I think that was maybe the idea, but...
Yeah, because she was the witch.
Yeah.
Or no, he had the he was Harry.
Either way, she was. Yeah, she was.
I mean,
it
didn't.
Not
we
Harry,
didn't like it.
But like
we didn't
Harry
like
Potter.
it. It didn't work. It was distracting. We
I
thought
love
it
the
was
music.
bad
Music
lighting.
was great.
Yeah.
Music was great. They got a 26, highest score.
So they still did great.
Yeah, they got the highest score of the evening. So I mean, and they all had fabulous things to say, even when they were insulting them as well.
Yeah, Bruno said magical, fantastical.
Yeah, magical, fantastical. Magic. Next up, Chris and Cheryl. Paso Doble.
In brown.
I love this.
They were in brown.
They were in brown, but I liked it.
With
you hated that
sparkles.
jacket.
I couldn't get past the jacket or her outfit.
What was that movie that Charlton Heston played a Mexican? He looked like that.
Oh, and
you know what I'm saying? Like you saw you saw what I'm talking about. The mustache that barely, almost painted on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the outfits were bad, and she had that
all bad
leopard sequency polka dotted gem thing.
Oh no, that was what's her face.
Oh.
That was Kim.
Oh, that.
With
Oh, yeah,
Heinz.
that was Kim. Okay, sorry.
But Cheryl had the just flowers and brown mat. Like, it was like she was wearing a pantyhose that she glued some flowers to at the top.
That's the one that I was like, I didn't think that fit her body.
It didn't look.
I'm
It just was
sorry.
ugly.
I
ugly.
just didn't think it fit her.
She
was
looked better
ugly.
this week than she did last week. She looked better.
I don't agree.
I don't agree either.
And the flowers were up here.
Yeah, they
Like,
were
if
like,
you're gonna put the
and it was
flowers,
like a
put 'em
lot
here.
of them. It was
Yeah.
like a.
No.
It was just ugly. It was ugly.
Bad outfit. Good dance though. I really
It was
liked it.
good, but they could have been so. Like, he should have been like it.
I think he'll get there. I think he's afraid, I think, to get there right now.
Well,
I
two
think-
dances ago, he was there when he had the powder blue thing going with the whatever.
But that was a soft dance. What was that dance? What did they do with that?
When
Was that
he's
a
aggressive,
jive?
he's used to being in the ring with like a 250-pound
But
man.
see, that's why I thought. Like, I was like, he's gonna serve
No,
it. If he
it is so
he could serve
hard.
it so good if he would just.
He could, but it's hard because, and I find this as well on like a much smaller level, that when I'm going through stunts with somebody and I've never been in the ring with them, I'm very tender with them because it's almost, you're scared that they don't know, that they don't know what's going on. And you're like, okay, well, I'm going to be a little softer. And he might be doing the same thing right now.
Maybe, yeah.
He might be like, I don't know if I can bring all this right now because if I throw you, you might like end up over there.
Because she definitely kept saying, throw my hand up. But it's funny,
Yeah.
too, because in the first week that was really horrible, that was one of the things that we were saying that he was, like, scaring us because he was tossing her. So, and if he had brought that same energy, it would have been, but he's
So it just
obviously
needs
had
to
it
be-
refined. And it's sort of,
here we
it's
go.
a learning
DJ
curve.
Jesse queued it up for us, guys.
Yeah.
Charlton Heston.
I mean, I liked her skirt, but the top part,
I don't like where it connects.
I don't. Ugh.
Oh, this is so bad.
And his jacket, like he's man all day, and I just don't like that jacket. And
makes
it's an
him look
ugly
kinda
color.
big.
It makes him look chubby, and
And he's not a chubby man.
I don't know. And again, we were saying before, okay, Cheryl, history, because I've watched way too much Dancing with the Stars in my life. Always does amazing paso dobles. Like she has some great ones, and this I felt like kind of fell not as great as it could have.
Yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed it for some reason.
I liked it, but I think when Lynn commented and said that he didn't feed the music and you didn't feel the level rise, I think that's what I didn't get. I didn't get that.
You got
energy.
that feeling as well. Yeah. And I mean, I understand that, but this was the one that I was like, they want him to get and they want him to get the bill. They want him to get this. They want him to get that. And they're very hard on Chris. But then other people like Petra, they're like, oh, it's okay. Or like Kendra, you're just a beginner. Like this was the one that I was like, really? Like he hit his spots. He was there. He was doing what he was supposed to do. And then you're gonna give him a hard time about it, and not give him. I think he deserved a higher score too.
What were their scores?
It was.
He didn't deserve a 7.
Oh, this is when they said that you were supposed to build up with the music.
Yeah, because and he's committing. He kills her. Like she's the dead bull at the end of the dance.
So you're supposed to get like angrier and
angrier, and you take her out.
Oh, so Romeo did the right thing.
Oh, Romeo's ending was amazing.
Romeo
like that
was
jump
awesome.
and stab was amazing.
Well, yeah, that was good, but
he didn't have that
the anger.
Because it seemed detached almost. It wasn't necessarily.
It looked stiff.
Yeah, it didn't look authentic to me.
I thought his anger looked stiff. Not. Yeah.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. To me, it just didn't connect in the dance. Like it seemed like at some point he broke. His focus or whatever, and it was like I'm being angry now, like, but not I actually feel it.
Yes.
So I think that's where he broke it for me. But then he got it back when he jumped up and the arch and her back on the floor was like amazing. But anyway,
that was good.
I think that's why.
Yeah,
I wasn't as in love with.
Yeah, I mean, and Chris and Cheryl got a 23, so they're about in the middle
They
too.
deserved at least a 24.
I think they
should have
deserve
been
a
8 straight
24.
across.
Oh, and Kirsty and Max.
Jeez, wardrobe malfunctions.
Kirsty, hey, at least the dress didn't fall.
No, that dress should have fell off.
That was the ugliest. there was way too much going on.
That was like Lawrence of the Arabia.
I was like,
went
are you I Dream of
Technicolor.
Genie? Like you're Egyptian. The turquoise and then the purple sparkles.
And 15,000 bracelets.
Turquoise, jewel over the jewels. Inappropriate, don't want to see it.
I'm sorry.
She had a turquoise just
triangle
sitting on
More
her triangle.
triangles.
Hanging on her
What is
triangle.
the obsessions with the triangles
Hanging
in
on her
this show?
triangle.
She's a turquoise triangle.
It was
whore,
hanging on her
obviously.
triangle. Because I'm like, she was a harem lady. Like, I don't know what was going on with this outfit. And the hair and
And it's shaking around.
Thank you. That's all I was looking at through the whole thing.
And my shoe.
The shoe
This
came
poor
off.
lady.
She's been through it.
Yep, that's Aunt Bunny falling down the stairs. My shoe. She fell off. I didn't like how she was not graceful, and I think she has the ability.
She has the ability
her.
to be graceful. We've seen it.
I mean, was her hip hurting here?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Who
she said
knows?
that she has a hip injury, but it's muscular. It's not anything else major. And she said that she's going to get through it. She didn't want a grandma dance. She wanted a dance that was made for a 23-year-old, or 25-year-old. And I thought that was pretty impressive.
She pushed through it. It's a
she pushed
disappointment,
through.
but
I don't know if you guys noticed it, but from the very, very beginning and throughout this dance, her facial expressions made it seem like she was doing a comedy routine or something to me. When she came out in the beginning, whatever she was doing on the top part.
Yeah, because when she was like,
That beginning.
I thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
I thought that it was something other than the beginning of the dance. Yes.
It was a little bit, that wasn't very attractive or sexy or anything at the beginning. It was just like comical.
Yeah.
You're right. It just was comedy. And then he was like lifting her over his leg and like pulling her around. And I just felt like they were doing it on purpose.
Yep.
Like,
I
see,
thought so
my
too.
leg's okay.
Yep.
You see? I'm fine.
And why is there a V on her butt?
That's an optical illusion.
But it's not giving the right optical illusion. It's
It's
not
making
drawing
her-
her in. It's
making her
hump
booty look like
it's got
whoa,
a
bam.
tail on it. Like a sparkly tail.
I am a dinosaur in the Arabian.
There's matching triangles going on, that's all.
Oh, Kirsty, I love you, but I
she
didn't
does
love
look
this dance.
like she's losing some weight still.
Yeah, and her arms are starting to tone a little.
Yeah, her arms look good.
So
I guess she does look like she's, dropping a couple
She's
LBSs.
toning.
Yeah, I mean, I like her arms especially.
they're starting to cut.
Oh dear, don't
She
do
was
that.
Like, what's going on?
Oh, the poor thing. And then they kind of said they said nice things, I guess. It was kind of strange. That's what Carrie said as well. So not just nice things, but I mean, they said that she came back, and Bruno said she did amazingly well. Carrie said, "Queen of the unexpected mishaps."
Mm-hmm. And it's funny that Carrie Ann also mentioned that she didn't seem like she was connected at all until after the shoe incident, and then it seemed like suddenly she was
I
involved.
saw the same
in
comical
the dance.
expressions.
Yeah.
So I
There
don't know.
was a few too many, but I think that because of with comedy, like something happens and then you recover, and like that's the
Yeah.
funny part. Like maybe that's the same thing in her dance now. She's like, oh well, I can recover
Now
from
I'm
this.
fine. Okay.
Yeah, now I'm good. Now
Yeah.
I've had that. 778, a 22.
Probably should have at least been a 21. But
And don't forget, Maria, you noticed that what's his face can't wait to put his hands on her all the time.
Oh my
Maxim,
gosh!
you dirty boy.
Like cupped her boob during the rehearsal.
During the rehearsal, yep.
And then-
Constantly just grabbing her around
But
the waist.
she's
and
gotta
everything.
feel good. And then they were going back and forth, and she's like, "You're handsome, you can dance, and any woman would want you."
I thought she was going to say, and I want you.
I think she's already had it.
And I would have it again right now on the floor, but the cameras are in here right
And
now.
she's like, "I know a few things."
I can show you those things.
Yes.
I may not dance all that great.
No.
No, we don't want to see it.
Oh, it's not that kind of show. Not that kind
All
of
in
show.
all, I thought it was better. Outfits were worse, but
Yeah,
performances
outfits
were
worse.
better.
They did pretty good.
You know,
Overall.
they did pretty good. I'm excited to see what happens next week. I mean, we'll talk about predictions in a minute, but now we have to go to a commercial.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729. 1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend?
The wig will come out.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
Me? Are we doing this special segment?
Do you want to do a special segment?
Well, I don't really like reading, but I'm dyslexic.
Are
But
we doing news and gossip?
News
It's
and
all up to you,
gossip.
girl.
oh,
You're the host of this show. What you want to do?
I don't know. We could do a special segment. I don't really have
What's-
a special segment.
All right, girl, then we go in news and gossip.
All right.
AfterBuzz
TV news.
So, Bridget Marwart from The Girls Next Door was asked who she would pick to win the show if she couldn't pick her BFF Kendra Wilkinson. Oh my God, I have it TiVoed and haven't watched all of them, but I'm rooting for Kirsty Alley.
Oh, that's Bridget's last name. She has a last name.
Yes. Bridget Markwart.
It's Markwart?
Markwart.
It's Markwart. That's
That's a
misspelled.
great last name.
Yeah.
I like
Markwart.
this last name.
I used to love her.
I have it TiVoed and haven't watched all of them. All 4 episodes.
She ain't watching
She ain't watching.
She ain't watching.
I don't think she's watched any of them. She just heard. She's
She
like,
ain't
oh,
watching.
Kirsty's over there. Okay, fabulous. All right, whatever.
She's like, just because we all used
Each
to
his
sleep
own.
with Hef doesn't mean I need to watch everything you do now.
Oh, but that's not gross.
Hey. Apparently it wasn't for them.
Yeah, they all got their own TV shows. They're all doing well.
Except Bridget, which may be why she ain't watching Kendra.
Well, it's usually the celeb contestants who complain about ballroom bumps and bruises. That's why we're a little surprised to hear one pro dancer, Dmitry Chaplin, complaining about some recent pain, saying, quote, "My body is sore. You know, I forced Petra to go to ballet classes. It's painful standing on your tippy toes all day and cramps in your muscles. I think I'm hurting all the time. And as for Nemkova's wear and tear, well, she's had scratches inside her armpits last week," he said. "I don't know how it happened. I was basically lifting her. It looked like she was sweating blood." This is a nice little visual.
Ew.
What is this, like the gross show?
Ew.
Classical gross out week. We got dirty diapers.
Dirty diapers.
We got bloody armpits.
Bloody armpits. We've got
I don't even know what else.
horror
Nutcracker
nutcrackers.
Nutcracker horror music with Nutcracker horrors co-hosting.
Cut your nails, Dimitri. Why? Are you
Well, at least
stabbing
we
her in the
didn't have
armpit?
Heinz's tongue. We
Licking
got him
off
from
the
that.
sweat. Oh.
And-
You know, and
oh.
this guy about his bumps and bruises, really, you've got like a girl that weighs like 105 pounds.
I know, but
Oh.
she's long, so she's got to lift.
And don't forget Troy making some questionable educated decisions at 10:30 at night in a meeting.
You never know what happens. Oh, but I forgot. Well, I'm surprised
What
we
do you
didn't have
have
a
to say for
special
yourself, Troy?
gossip about my wannabe boyfriend, Mark Ballas.
Okay, let's have gossip about that.
Girl, tell her.
He's hooking up with, what's her name that just got kicked off American Idol? Pia?
Pia?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They supposedly went on a date last week and they were seen like making out and being all snooty. And, you know, I was kind of excited because I was for sure he was gay.
Well, that's
So
nice.
I have a chance.
Yeah,
That's
and
the
also
TV
Karina.
exclusive.
Oh wait, I have one more. Karina Smirnoff is on the cover of the May Playboy.
And apparently she didn't get in trouble with Dancing with the Stars.
But we don't know
Apparently.
if she actually.
We don't know if she's nude.
Right, we don't know.
And if she did a nude spread or not.
Yeah, we don't know if she
that.
did.
No,
nude
because she
spread
could
or
be
not.
pulling a Mariah Carey.
I'm on the cover, but that's it.
Yep.
I'm covered.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then.
All right, well, that's your AfterBuzz TV news and gossip for Dancing with the Stars, April 11th, 2011.
Sweet.
Any predictions?
Oh, the creepy music. Troy just came in the room. Troy is dancing in the Dancing with the Stars studio.
I like Facebook.
Troy dances. The Facebook dance.
Oh, this was so cool. Okay.
Oh yeah, that kind of goes with
When
the
he like
creepy
rolls
music
on the
too.
floor. Oh, he's so good.
Man, look at him. They are really, really doing good.
They're awesome. We're watching Chelsea and Mark. They're
And
great.
she is dancing in the dark. But
Dancing in the dark. Yeah.
Exactly.
Dance. Okay. Predictions? Who's getting voted off?
Ladies first.
This is tough.
Yeah.
I think it is really tough.
I don't know.
I think who deserves Sugar is Sugar.
I can tell you who's gonna go.
Sugar.
I can tell you who's
I'm
gonna go.
still with Sugar.
How do you know? I look over there
I know stuff.
dancing. I know stuff.
What is it that you know?
Kendra is gone.
Oh.
You think?
Yes.
You think?
Yes.
I think she's definitely not. Well, I don't know. I actually think she's kind of tied with Sugar for dancing ability.
Yeah, I think Kendra, Sugar, Kirsty this week didn't do so hot.
If because they always have two on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
And so
Well, they don't have two on the bottom. They say they have two that are up, but you don't know.
Right.
That
Oh,
they
yeah,
were,
that's
they weren't
true. 'Cause I'm sure
necessarily
Chris
in the
wasn't
bottom
on the
two,
bottom,
because
and
that'll
Chris was in.
influence votes next week if they did that. So
Yeah. I think. Well, aside from, I'm not saying who's going to be the two that are at the end, but at the bottom would be Sugar Ray and Kendra, and I actually think Kendra will be gone.
I think too many people like Kendra.
Yeah.
Well, we thought too many people like Wendy.
I mean, yeah, but Kendra was still way bigger than Wendy.
And didn't another girl that was on that show ended up doing it, and she didn't do very well either? Another Playboy girl.
Her other dancing.
Was it
what's her friend?
Holly?
Madison. Yeah,
Holly
she was
did it,
awful,
and
but she was awful
doing
like
that?
Kim Kardashian.
Aww.
Kim was horrible, and I was so angry.
I didn't watch that one, so.
I was pissed off because she's way too cute to be that bad, and she was like Wendy bad.
Really?
Yes, it was so upsetting. But anyway.
Well, thank you guys.
Who knows?
Thank you so much.
Thanks
for joining us.
Thank you. Even those that hung up and didn't call us back.
Call us back next week.
That's all right.
I'll come find you. I'll find you.
You don't want the WWE Diva finding you.
Finding you.
I'll find you.
Or maybe you do.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.